Hello and welcome to this episode of the Guys with Glasses podcast. I'm Bandito John, and I have with me No Name Josh and Nick Fury. Hey guys.
How's it going?
What up?
Yeah, so I've been gone the past few weeks. I've been on vacation, but now I'm back. Happy to be back with the crew. Missed you guys. Heart.
I didn't even notice you were gone.
Thanks, ass. Oh,
brutal.
God. Screw this. Stopping the podcast. I'm done.
Boom. I'm in that kind of mood today. Sorry, John.
Horrible. So on this episode, we're going to talk about some Grand Theft Auto Online woes. I think there's going to be some soapbox rants here. We also want to talk about the new Gravity movie that's coming out this weekend. And if time allows, we want to touch a little bit on the Beyond Two Souls coming out next week, a game that we're all really excited for. And potentially also we'll chat about the new Steam announcements, Steam box and everything. So, I have not had an opportunity to play Grand Theft Auto 5 yet because I've been on vacation, but I'm going to be getting it this weekend. And I know you guys chatted about this last week, but what are all the issues that you guys have been facing?
Nick, start it.
Well, there hasn't been any issues with the single player. I figured out why they waited 2 weeks to release the multiplayer. It's so all their scores weren't 8s and 8.5s. They were all 10s and 9.5s because the multiplayer seriously would drag it down that bad. Just this tutorial thing is obnoxious. I'm trying it right now. I've been trying it forever. I tried it 4 hours yesterday. It will not load past this thing no matter what I do or what I try. And I'm seriously going to make death threats to Rockstar pretty soon.
Oh, don't announce that publicly. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
The NSA is listening.
Whoops. I mean,
The government might be shut down, but NSA is still listening to this conversation.
I'm going to write a very stern letter to them. That's what I meant.
So what's up? I mean, is it glitchy? Is it not loading properly? What's happening?
Well, for me, it's like, I'm sure there's a billion other people, because I've gone on these message boards and looked, and it's just like, why is there even a tutorial in this thing? So yeah, it starts off with a tutorial, as far as I know. As far as I can get is, I meet Lamar, and he says, yo, what's up? And I sit in a car, and then it locks up and waits for other players for 2 hours or something. But,
So other players are supposed to
yeah.
automatically and gracefully join your game without any further
well,
work.
Okay.
there's not even other players from what Josh
I'm gonna
said.
cut in. I'm gonna cut in because no, you don't race against other players. At least I didn't. You race against Lamar. That's all you do. You race him to wherever you're going. And this is what drove me nuts about the tutorial. Is if they made us wait 2 weeks to play this because, we wanted people to play the single player and get used to how they play or how the game goes. And then they're like, oh, but we're going to add a tutorial that is impossible to load. And
I was just about to say that. Like, why the hell is there a tutorial at all? Not only do you not need one for Grand Theft Auto, you don't need one after it's been out for 2 weeks and you could play the single player.
Yeah.
Like a tutorial in multiplayer when there's a tutorial in single player is fucking asinine.
oh,
Sorry. There goes.
You get on that soapbox, Nick. You keep going.
well,
It's not a
the worst
soapbox because there's like a billion people on it. It's not just me.
the worst part about it is when you get to the end, you have to do a death match. They want to teach you how to, shoot each other. It is so dumb because it's like that's all you do in the game. This should have been like an optional fucking thing. Like, you should have been able to go in and either skip it or go through it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been this forced thing that doesn't load right. And they had 2 weeks to buy enough servers to not fuck this up, and yet it's fucked up. It drives me insane. I mean, and they're losing save data all over the place. Mark bought a house last night, and when he got on this morning, it was gone along with all of his money and his rent.
My gosh.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
they're supposed to be releasing a patch here any day now, right?
I'm sure they have to fix that.
How easy could it came out Tuesday. They
Yep.
instantly hear this tutorial sucks. How easy could it have been to just like write in a little bit of code that says push A to skip tutorial, or just to fucking delete the thing altogether? It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I agree.
Just remove it. Save everybody the trouble. Hey, you don't know how to play the game? Go play the single player,
Well, what
and
I
then
don't
come back and play the
understand
multiplayer.
is that these are tested. How did they not catch this?
Who knows? It drives me nuts because they're like, oh, well, we didn't realize so many people were gonna get on all at once. It's like you should have bought
it's
for
like
how
top
many
title
other
in
people
the world.
bought the fucking. Yeah, everybody who bought this game is probably at least going to try the multiplayer. So
Yeah.
why not like prepare for that? You sold like 1 billion fucking copies. Maybe you ought to like adjust for that.
You think?
Yeah, they knew how many they sold. Not only could they tell how many they sold, they can tell how many people have actually used the online. So even if people haven't gone online, it's like, I'm sure there's some way to track, like, hey, look, this many people are on Xbox Live.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they play Grand Theft Auto. And
There
same
is
for
that, yeah.
PlayStation and the PC. If
Yeah.
it is on PC, I don't know. But it's just, it's
No,
it's
it's not
stupid.
on
It's like
PC.
they gave themselves this 2 weeks to kind of cushion everything and make it so it flowed smoother into it, and it's a crapshoot.
Yeah. Dylan still can't get into a game with me and Mark. But Dark, me, Mark, and James can all play together. It's ridiculous.
Did Red Dead Redemption have these type of issues?
No,
No,
I don't
it
think
didn't.
so. I usually thought Rockstar can do no wrong, but man, this is a huge issue for me. It's like I want to boycott it, but damn, I want to play it so bad.
Dude, it is so much fun.
Can't do it.
It's so much fun.
So
it's
your
gonna be
issue is that it's unplayable. I mean, they promised us online multiplayer. They've shown off videos. They've announced it, and yet the functionality just isn't there. It's not even working.
Yeah,
Well,
unplayable
it is for
the
some.
single word to describe it, for me at least, and I'm sure for a lot of other people. It's just, you can't do anything. It would be one thing if, like, I came into the game and it was laggy, or like some mission glitch so you couldn't do that mission, or something like that. Or even if you lost your money in your house, it's like, at least you can play the damn thing.
Yeah.
I am sitting, looking just at a loading screen of, like, a blurred cityscape while it says waiting for other players in the bottom corner. Other players that aren't needed for the tutorial.
What will drive
Just
you nuts
reiterating
is you'll
that.
see other people who are joining and doing the tutorial pass you in line.
Yeah, they'll come in and come out. I know. I've
Yeah.
stood there, like, my dude stands there, and it's like a bunch of people show up, and then all of them leave, and I'm still there. Like,
What the
4
hell?
days of gameplay passed. 4 days. Like, my guy sat there from Thursday to Sunday, just chilling in the parking lot, waiting for his race to go down.
And you have good internet. You don't have laggy internet at your
No.
place.
I
So
can
Which
play
is
everything else
ridiculous.
just fine. I mean, I
Oh.
haven't had any issues, because I thought that for a second. I thought maybe it's the internet, and I'm like, wait. I play Last of Us online, and I played Defiance online. These games that, require a lot of people, especially Defiance, or I would assume, some decent internet.
yeah. So
Well,
I
I don't
mean,
know what it
is
is.
it an issue with like there's only a certain number of people that can connect to their servers, and you're just not being updated in the queue, or is it like? Do you guys think it's something?
I
else?
think that's part of the problem, actually. I think the longer you sit there, essentially everybody cuts in front of you because I think it was James got on, and within 5 minutes he was into the tutorial.
Yeah. I
Everybody
heard-
else
I heard
had to
he
wait
got
like
in and
45 minutes, at least. I was there for an hour, I canceled it, came back and sat for another hour.
Yep, been there, done that. Twice over now, basically.
I was just thankful when it froze up in the middle of my death match that it actually like unlocked everything and I was able to play.
Yeah, I loved it. I know Mark was talking about that. The death match at the end, it's like, that is so random and stupid. I don't know. Because it doesn't even, like, from what they said, show you, like, how to get to the death match or anything like that. It just throws you into one, and you just kill each other.
Is it fun, or is it just kind of like awkwardly placed? Do you think?
It's stupid. It's a one
That's
life
probably
thing.
fun,
It-
though.
Well,
Oh,
it
it's a
doesn't even.
one-life
It
thing.
doesn't. Yeah, one life you're dead, and so it takes 2 seconds to do, but it makes you play it, and it's unplayable, which is obnoxious. So like half the people, either like me, unlock everything, or like Dylan, doesn't unlock everything, and he has to redo the whole fucking thing. So it's just obnoxious that way.
So maybe this will all be a moot point,
Yes.
like, this weekend when a new patch comes out. Hopefully, everything's good.
Hopefully.
This-
Okay, once you're in the game, I will say this. It has fixed all of GTA 4's issues.
Like
The
what?
floatiness of the cars is gone. The lag between, like, when you run someone over, they actually get ran over in the screen. Like, you know how in GTA 4 you'd hit somebody in your screen and they would have just barely escaped you and killed you? You know what I'm talking about, Nick?
Yeah,
That's all gone.
I asked Mark that.
That's all gone.
And
It's
it just
awesome.
has so much stuff in it now. It's like not just this world where other players show up and you vote for stuff. It's like there's missions, there's like parachute races, plane races. You can go skydiving with your friends. You can like do missions with your friends. Rob.
And you said there was going to be like...
Well, you can't rob banks yet. They're going to put that DLC out later, even though they
You think they'll
were
charge for it?
boasting about their heist crap since they announced the multiplayer.
Will they charge
I know.
for it, you think?
But no, they said it'd be
they're
free.
not going to.
All of their stuff's going to be free, apparently. Because they have those microtransactions. I'm sure they're making a boatload off of that
What do they
stuff.
charge on the microtransactions?
I'm not sure. I
You can
heard
buy
that
in-game
they got
money.
shut down. Like, they shut down the microtransactions because they think that was one of the reasons they were having so many problems. But I'm still having the problem, so I don't know if they're up yet or not. Or
Well, originally when it was up, you could buy money.
Oh.
That would
Like, it
suck
was
if
like-
you lost your money then.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'd be so
spend
pissed.
real money on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be annoying. Dude, me and Mark. Okay, I will tell you this. This is the most fun. Me and Mark found a helicopter, flew it around, and we're just robbing convenience stores. He would land. I would get out, go in. Oh, and the other cool thing is if you're in game chat and you're like robbing a place, you can yell at the person behind the counter, and it intimidates them faster.
That's cool.
Yeah, they'll give you money.
So you're like, give me the fucking money
faster.
here, or and then like shoot a wall. It'll like bump it up so that you can get out of there before the cops get there. But anyway,
Do you think you could yell anything? Like, I like ice cream.
yeah, you can. You don't
And
really
he
have
would
to yell.
You're
Like,
a great
"Okay, man, I'm
person.
hurrying."
I love you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
I gotta take a shit. Hurry it up.
Trevor would probably actually say that. So.
Yeah, exactly. But once you get in, like, there's all sorts of little fun stuff. Oh man! So we were in like a battle with a police chopper, me and Mark, and he was trying to like battle ram it out of the sky, and it's like finally we damage it enough, it starts flying away from us, and Mark's like, "Oh man, the chopper's starting to cut out. We're gonna have to like bail soon." And I'm like, "I think we should bail now. There's another chopper." I jump out thinking I have a parachute on. No parachute. I free fall from like 2,000 feet up and land on the top of a car on the freeway. It's pretty fucking amazing.
Died instantly. Yeah.
But the parachute races are really fun. The plane races are fun. Everything is fun about it, you know?
Once you can play it.
Once you can play it, yeah. Once you're in, you're like, oh man, this is great. And, I'm glad I kind of hung with it. But in Nick's case, it might not be.
So
it's just the ultimate speed bump.
and
It's
you guys-
really disheartening because
in you guys' mind,
I really want to like it.
it seemed like probably what they are doing, when they have to like make these games, is they were made, physically made like a month or two ago, and then they're continuing to work on like this day one patch. Do you think that like the game should have been delayed to have this multiplayer ready, or even had the multiplayer come out like a couple weeks later than they originally promised, just so it's not so buggy? Or do you think it's better?
I don't think
release
it would. I don't
No.
think it would have helped either way. If they had delayed it another 2 weeks, it would just be the same crap that we're dealing with now, 2 weeks from now, because they didn't buy enough servers. Is one problem, and then the other problem is like this stupid thing, and they would have had that still in there. That what do you call it?
Yeah,
The intro.
It's just that one speed bump. I think there's probably a ton of people out there who are loving the multiplayer, get to play it all the time. I think it also alienates a large portion of people who really want to play it, like
Yeah.
myself, and can't. And it just really, really frustrates me. That's all.
I mean, do you feel
Well,
like...
John's gonna get it this weekend and instantly get in.
Yeah,
Probably
because it's
'cause I
already
have
going to
that
be
patch
patched.
tomorrow.
It's going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to be like, oh, guys, this is a great game. Love it.
Oh crap! Oh crap! I know we're in the middle of a podcast, but this bitch is loading in. What?
Oh
What?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have to
The
beat
100th
Lamar.
try.
You know,
It's okay. I can
Doing
do
this
both.
at
I can multitask.
Yeah, isn't this like 10 p.m. on the West Coast? So it's like, yeah, you just had to wait till everyone went to sleep, apparently.
Well,
Apparently, yeah.
that's the
it's just
biggest
me and
thing
Lamar.
is the East Coast just eats up so much of the fucking bandwidth
West Coast
they
is
go to
best
bed,
coast.
instantly.
That's
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't care. I just want any card. Any car will work. Perfect. Just let me race.
Nick's like, screw you guys. Sorry, I have to finally play GTA.
No, I can do both.
Dude.
I can do both.
It's like a 40-minute intro, too. It's not like, oh, you could do this in like 5 minutes. It's like, you have to do this, you have to listen to fucking Lamar and some other dude, and then you go into another mission you have to do, and then another mission, and then you talk a bunch more, and then you finally get to do the deathmatch, and then, most of the time it'll freeze up there. So, look forward to that.
Sweet.
Yeah. But,
Well, now I have nothing bad to say about GTA. I take it all back.
I love this game. It is so much fun.
they were
So
monitoring
much
this
fun.
conversation and went, "Oh man, we gotta let this guy in. Find his
This guy's
IP."
been ranting for 20 minutes. And there's like 5 people that listen to him.
I cannot wait until the heist gets released because robbing the stores is kind of fun now, but man, like I can't wait to be able to do a bank job and
like,
really
pick
deal with
it?
some serious cops.
Yeah,
So
you
when
get
is
to
that
pick
supposed
what
to
you
come out?
do, and that's gonna be awesome.
I don't know. I don't think they put a release date on the DLC yet, so
I don't think
who
so.
knows? I think I'm sure it's like a couple of weeks to a month away.
So,
Sadly,
now that Nick is happy and he's off the soapbox, what do you guys think about the new Gravity movie that's coming out this weekend?
I am intrigued by it. Me and Cassie both watched the commercial, and I go, man, I really want to see that. And she goes, well, what else is there to this movie besides them, like, having this accident,
Yeah,
She's-
so it seems pretty interesting to me because they've only shown 2 actors, and I don't know if there's any others, if there's like ground control or mission control in the show. Yeah, there's only those 2 actors. I mean, if it's only them in the whole movie, that would be really fascinating. And they chose, fantastic actors, Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. But it seems almost like a horror movie. It's like just about this intense, scary situation. Maggie, my wife, is totally freaked out by it. She does not want to watch it.
being
I know,
lost
that's
in
what I'm
space,
freaked
yeah,
out
that'd be
by
pretty
it, too.
miserable.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that'd be the worst feeling ever. You're just floating away from everything.
Yeah,
You know you're going to die at that point. Like,
This-
that's the worst feeling.
the movie is definitely tugging at like these primal fears in people.
Yeah.
But I looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes. It is getting amazing early reviews.
Like,
Oh, really?
like, what, 90s or 80s?
It was like when I checked it a couple days ago. Now this is before the people can vote on it, but it was at 98%.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah.
must be
pretty
terrible then.
Damn reviewers, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
As we're
Sometimes they
talking
just
about
pick bad
reviewing
movies.
GTA 5, and like
Yeah.
it does look pretty cool though.
Yeah, the Gravity
All the-
movie, I'm interested.
Yeah, apparently all the action scenes outside in the commercial, they've actually put in like sound and stuff like that, but during the movie there's no sound in that because there's no sound in space.
That's cool that they
So
did
that should be
that.
interesting.
Rather than
I think that's
having,
a
that was
really
smart.
cool detail.
That they thought
Yeah.
about it. I think it's gonna weird people out though. A lot of people who don't know that or like don't connect it, they're gonna be like, "What's going on here? Like, is the movie broken? There's no sound."
Yeah.
I think it's gonna weird a lot of people out.
Mackie was telling me some facts about the show today. They were describing how they were doing some of the scenes, and she was actually inside of this box where she was getting filmed, and she was a puppet. So they moved all her legs, they moved her whole body without her control. She just moved her arms, and she had to move in slow
That
motion.
is awesome.
Yeah, to kind of get those scenes, and Sandra Bullock was saying that like later when she wasn't filming, she was trying to grab a coffee. She was so used to moving slow that she was grabbing the coffee really slow, just like her brain is going in this mode. Yeah, I mean, just like fantastic cinematography. That's just amazing, like how it looks so real, like the floating aspect and stuff.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
definitely going to be like a beautiful movie, just the way it looks.
Yeah, they were saying
Yeah, it
Any
looks
any
very,
shot
very
from
pretty.
space looks pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3D is definitely going to be the way to go there, I think.
You're gonna see like some explosions, particles flying all at you. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
I
don't know.
agree.
I don't know. GTA 5 and that. I don't know. Maybe we'll be playing GTA 5 online this weekend. Sorry, Gravity. I don't know.
That will definitely have to happen. You're going to have to get in and play with us, John.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
It'll only take you 2 days of solid trying to get in. Don't worry about it. You got all weekend.
Better start now. Actually, so like Bandito John. I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast, but Bandito John, my username here, came from Red Dead Redemption from playing with you guys. So
Yep.
It did.
maybe I'll get some new name, or maybe I'll still be Bandito John in the game. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
depends.
So the
You come
character
riding up on a
creation
donkey.
is so weird on GTA 5. I know we were talking about Gravity, and now we're back to GTA 5. I apologize.
sorry.
But
Beautiful segue. Beautiful.
the character creation is so wonky. You cannot make a character look like you. I swear. I
Oh, they're
screwed
all
around with it.
crackheads. Every single one of
Yeah.
them's like got caved in eyeballs. It's bizarre. You have to wear sunglasses.
Yeah, it's impossible. Like, I made myself semi-normal looking, not like a crackhead. And I don't know how it was possible. Mark's the only one I've seen that looks mildly like him.
Oh, my dude looks just like me.
I was
'Cause,
playing
I look pretty cracked out.
I was playing Saints Row
You can
4.
easily make Pat.
And Saints Row 4 has a great character customization. You can adjust everything about the person. And the people look pretty normal.
Yeah.
In which game?
And Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty fun, actually, at PAX. I was surprised how fun it was to just do random crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's just so over the top. But, yeah. So,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Josh.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I am disappointed with the character creation. It's just weird and obnoxious. But anyway, what were you talking about, John?
So, talking about awkward transitions, and we will segue into the Steam box announcements. So have you guys heard of this new Steam?
Yeah,
OS and
yeah,
stuff?
I have. I don't know a lot of the details. I know I should know, but I
yeah.
don't.
So here's basically the high level details. Over the course of 3 different days, they announced 3 different major things. The first day they announced Steam OS, which is going to be a variant of Linux that they're making, where it's going to be an entire operating system geared for playing games. And what they're going to allow is that if you have like a computer in your living room, you can stream games from your gaming PC that might be like in the bedroom or somewhere else to that Steam OS machine in the living room, so you can play all those games there. Almost like a Gaikai or local streaming of Netflix stuff to that console. So you don't need like a really fast PC in your living room. And there were some other cool additional features, like we could share a game library. So I could play Josh's library. We can't play the same game at that same time, but I get access to Josh's full library if he allows me to, which is really cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
They actually already have that out. Interestingly enough, the Central Gaming Initiative has a community library that you can sign up for.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how it works, but that's the way they say it. You can play whatever games they have on their setup, if you're a member.
Oh, nice. Yeah, what's cool is that in the past, you could share a library kind of, but it was kind of against the rules. But you could give somebody like your password, and they could download the whole thing. Now you don't have to give away any of your personal information. You just say, this user is, my friend or, my family member, and I want to give them access.
That's cool.
So that was day 1 announcements. Day 2 announcements were announcing the console. This really wasn't a huge announcement because a lot of people were already aware that they were going to be working on this. But basically, they're releasing specifications that can go out to hardware manufacturers to develop basically living room PCs that can run SteamOS really well and run the latest Steam games. They haven't announced the prices of those consoles, what they'll look like or anything, but that they're starting to work on that. And then day 3 announcements was the controller. And the controller is actually really, really different.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's just me.
Yeah, so the controller, it's you still hold it with 2 hands and everything. There's basically 2 touchpads. So on the left, instead of having like the D-pad or the joystick, instead it's almost like a mouse touchpad. And on the right, it's also like a touchpad, but I think it can also, there's little buttons on the side, so for your ABXY kind of thing. It's supposed to be a good transition for the WASD and mouse movement of PC games, but yeah, I'm with you, Josh. I don't know about it.
Well, they said that you can use a regular controller with it, so I mean that's a bonus. But if I was a PC person, I'd stick with the mouse and keyboard, to be honest, because you can do that. They said that that's not a problem.
Yeah.
You can play with a controller or a mouse and keyboard, but the controller comes with them, and I don't know how much use it's really going to get, to be honest. It is a weird controller. I can't imagine using 2 trackpads as my movement stuff. I don't know. That's just me.
It seems like I give them props for being original or doing something different, but I'm with you, Josh. I think it's gonna be kind of awkward.
Yeah.
I'd rather they just use an Xbox controller.
Just have to try it, I guess. I wouldn't be able to make any judgment on it until it was in my hands.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm gonna have to message some people and try to get one of those things early. That'd be cool.
You know some people at Valve?
I know somebody, yeah.
Oh.
He knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Nice.
I actually do know an old coworker of mine that works there now.
Oh. Well, yeah, I might have to get an early review copy.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
So, are you guys interested in getting this? I mean, are you guys in the target market where you would buy one, hook it up to your TV?
Oh, yeah, I would love to play Civilization or Shogun on my TV. Imagine how epic those battles would be, Nick.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. And if
It'd
it
be
could
pretty
handle,
amazing.
Rome 2
or Rome,
on good graphics, that would be pretty sick to see it on your big TV.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I would love it, actually, but it depends on how much it costs.
Yeah.
If it's going to cost me as much as an Xbox console, I'll buy the freaking Xbox One, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if it's going to... Yeah. If it's $99, I might get it.
Yeah, they're just trying to get people to get on Steam and they take a loss on the console. Yeah,
well, that would be the way to go about it, because that's where you make your money, is the games, not the console.
Yeah, it's interesting because they're going to open this up that other companies can make one. So I doubt this would happen, but maybe we'll see a Dell, Steam box or something.
That'll be weird.
Yeah, so it's weird. Does Dell get a cut of the game sales, or is it really just going to be maybe Valve just making consoles? I don't know. I feel like I am totally the target market for this. I don't have a gaming PC. I have a PC that can play low res, crappy games, but there's a lot of Steam titles that I would love to play that I can't. But if I could have something in my living room, which I prefer to play games on my TV, and I could pay $400 or $500, for a cool machine that is, games are trying to be designed for this now, then yeah, I would get one. I would really
I don't know if I'd pay $400 or $500, but I'd definitely pay. I think the max you could charge for it is $200.
Well, what'll be interesting?
You can build a pretty decent PC for $600. You know what I mean? So that's difficult to sell.
The technology is also pretty interesting here because they're making this Linux version. And gaming has always been Windows, and really recently they've been trying. They just came out with Steam for Linux, and some titles now work on that. And now they're gonna really try to have a bunch of games on there. But now they're also having the functionality that, hey, you got a Windows PC, you can stream all those games over to this Linux machine. So that's cool that they're trying to make Linux gaming bigger. What's also neat is that if they set this bar to say, here are the specs and we want, all our games to support this or a lot of our games to support this, then that gives developers an opportunity to be able to design to those specifications. And, that's just kind of setting that
Yeah,
bar.
well,
So,
I mean, that really takes away from what a PC is,
That's
in
true.
some respects.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're
PC
not
games
pushing
have
the
always
envelope.
been able to... Yeah, exactly. Uh, I don't know. It's...
But that's also my gripe is that, like, yeah, I need, like, a dual SLI Uber gaming rig that I had to pay, $1,500 or more for just to try to get, high-res graphics. But it's like, if this game is optimized for this other device, maybe I could get medium graphics on my TV, be good enough. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. I wonder if they're going to add, like, oh, you can replace this stuff if you want to get higher end, graphics or whatever. That's where I think that idea is going, is like, oh, here's the $200 base model, but 2 years from now, you could slide this component out and slide this thing in and make it better, you know what I mean?
That would be cool. That'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
and it would be a lot easier than a PC, I suppose. Having to change everything out is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Drivers and shit. Yeah.
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 Mostly drivers and actually putting the hardware in and making sure it works right is the biggest issue.
Nick is totally playing GTA.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm letting you guys talk.
Nick has disengaged from the conversation to do his racing.
I'm not disengaged. You guys are just so good about the PC talk. That's not my forte. That's all.
Just
What?
kidding.
What are you talking about? You play more PC games than I do now.
I play more, but I have a HP from 6 years ago that somehow still staggers through these games, which is sweet.
Do you get like 30 FPS? I mean, is it playable or is it like pretty?
Oh yeah. Well, we
play
upgraded the
Rome
video card.
on high, I think.
Oh,
Rome
wow.
2, sorry, Rome 2 on high. It gets a little glitchy if like I have like a bunch of boats landing or something. So I usually just sorry, I may be playing GTA.
You totally are.
There was so much going on there.
I mean, was your
the
gaming
boats,
PC
Rome.
was your gaming PC like pretty top of the line 5 years ago?
I mean, I got it for school mainly, but I definitely said like, hey, I want something that can play basically anything. At the time, it was like Crysis, I
Yeah.
want something that can play Crysis on high or ultra.
Yeah.
And so I guess you could say it was, well, I looked around and then they also said that this would do the trick. And I think with it, the monitor, mouse, and all that jazz, it was like $1,000, maybe a little over $1,000. I got a decent monitor too, so I think it was a pretty sweet deal and didn't seem too expensive, I guess.
No, the thing
And being
had
that
a
it still
quad
holds
core and
up.
everything. It runs as good as my PC, I would say, and mine's fairly new.
Oh, wow.
It was wireless too until Josh took away my damn chip.
Okay. I had to upgrade the video card, and with the new big video card, it would not fit with that wireless card in there. And who knew that you were going to have to do wireless? I'm sorry.
Who knew? Well, I don't have to. I just have a cord running from one room to the other now. It's awesome. Very stylish.
Josh, give your brother back his card.
I think he has it. I think it's probably packed in one of your boxes, but you can't.
I don't know if I took
You
it with
can't
me. I
fit
didn't
it
know what
in
it
the
was.
computer.
I
I
gotta.
just need to get one of those chips. Is my hotspot considered a wireless router? I was kind of wondering that.
I don't know.
It's
Why?
a wireless router, right?
I think so.
Because all
Yeah, it
those
should be.
little, all those chip things were like, hey, you gotta hook it up to your wireless router somehow with. Like,
Oh
this
yeah,
and that
yeah, yeah.
password
It's a wireless
and da, da, da.
router. You hook it up just the same as an Xbox
Oh,
once you plug it
okay.
in.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I got a PC buying story for you guys. Pretty funny. So back in high school, this kind of tells you my age. I used to do LAN parties a lot. Toting around your PC, and at the time we had the big CRT monitors. These fuckers would weigh like 50 pounds plus. These huge monitors, and you thought that you were awesome with like your 15-inch monitor. And I had my gaming PC that was built, and it was in a steel server case. So my PC
Oh
weighed
my
like
god.
yeah,
Oh
PC. It had like 10 bays in the front. So I mean that fucker also weighed like 70 pounds. This thing was so heavy, and I'm 16 years old, and like I had a car, and a really crappy car. I used to like buckle them into the car because I was so worried that they were gonna get thrown around going over to LAN parties. We used to have a duffel bag full of like all the network cables. Man, this is back in the day when like LAN parties were hardcore. We didn't have gaming PCs back in or gaming laptops, back in our day. It took us like 2 hours, to get everything set up and stuff. But I was super...
I know you have to have like those party tables.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh god. Oh yeah. So a few times we had so many. This one time we were in our friend's garage in South Texas where I was growing up, and we had so many PCs set up, and we were on a ping pong table. The ping pong table actually was bending, breaking, and we were all plugged into like a crappy little power strip. And we blew the fuse in the garage, and we had to reset it. And we're in the garage in South Texas, and it was so hot with like 10 of these gaming PCs going off, and we're all sweating. And so we cracked open the garage door a little bit just to try to get some air in there, but then all these bugs were coming in. Oh, just these are the things we did just to have low latency in games, man. Oh god, it's just so shitty. But at the time, this is when LCDs were like first coming out, and they were super expensive. And there was this deal going on at Dell where basically you would buy this monitor and you got like a free PC. And the monitor was 18-inch LCD, and oh man, that thing was ginormous for the time. Now you get like a 24-inch for like $200. But yeah, at the time this was like an $800 monitor, and it came with a free PC. And I totally got it just because I wanted that monitor so I wouldn't have to tote around and it be as heavy. Yeah.
$800 monitor. It came with a PC though. So
yeah, the PC was like
split it 4 and 4.
Oh yeah, and the monitor totally. That was back when like LCDs had like major ghosting problems. So they're like you try to turn and like you see like. Oh god, man!
It has instead of like 10 millisecond latency, it's got like 100 milliseconds.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually what it was. It was so bad. It's so bad. This is why I got out of PC gaming. I mean, I just got this bitter taste in my mouth of like those bad days.
Okay, talk about LAN parties. I have a weird story about a LAN party. So, I'll just give a little background. My buddy John, when we were kids, not you, John, but another one, had a 20-inch CRT monitor, and it was like the super high def model.
Yeah.
So he loved carrying that thing around, but I swear to God, it was like 100 pounds.
Yeah.
And we went over to this kid's house, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we got to go up to the 3rd story," and his house has a spiral staircase up the center of it. It was like hitting the wall the entire time we were going around the corner. But this is like the antithesis of weird nerdy people. We're up there playing GTA 3. We had like some hacked version that you could LAN together. And then all of a sudden some dude is watching anime porn on his
just in the back corner
screen.
Of the
No, he's in the front.
No,
it wasn't. It wasn't.
I just imagine like the mom coming by like, "Oh, do you guys want some
of
cookies?"
Everybody. And it was so creepy because he's like, "What? This is a perfectly fine movie." We're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" This is creepy because he had 2 monitors hooked up, so he was watching. He was playing GTA and watching this at the same time.
It improves your game. Like you're
multitasking.
Yeah. 2 things at once.
God.
That guy's talented.
It was just so weird.
Oh, that's awkward. That's awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. It was disturbing. Because animated porn is just the worst. You're just like, oh, what the fuck is going? Oh, Jesus. Maybe it was a ploy to get everybody else to suck.
Oh. See, there he goes. He's thinking. Oh, okay. So here's actually kind of another funny story about LAN parties. If you open up the DOS prompt, the little command prompt, the black window.
Yeah.
And you could type in a certain command as long as you knew their PC name, and it would pop up a message on their screen. and it was supposed to be used for like system administrators to say your computer's going to be shut down, in 5 minutes to install an update or something. Oh, but we just used to, you can make the message say whatever you wanted. So we used to pop it up and just be like, you suck, whatever, like, screwed your mom last night or whatever. And it's funny because this message would minimize any game that was open.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so like if you're getting your ass handed to you in Counter-Strike, you'd be like, oh, screw that, and type them up a message to get back at them. Oh, it caused so much rage. We had to actually ban it. It was like an agreed upon thing to not do this anymore.
Man, I can't believe people got that angry about it. I mean, I swore a lot when I was losing at those games, but I don't think I've ever like really wanted to punch someone in the face because of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Nick, Dad was talking about breaking that controller a couple days ago when me and Cassie were over at his house.
How do you break the controller?
He crushed it in his hand. That was how he did it. He just like, we were playing Sega. I think we were playing hockey or something. But he literally broke the controller in half in his hands. Didn't like break it with something. And he's like, didn't matter, the fucking C button didn't work anyway.
Yeah,
he would just went Hulk on it? He just like destroyed it?
Yeah, he went
like
Hulk
NBA
on it.
Jam or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something.
Or Sonic probably, but yeah, that controller was just obliterated. They weren't as sturdy back then as they are now.
Now they're tested for that, to break them in half. I mean, yeah.
Apparently.
Probably there's just some strong man who just has to smash these things all day.
I was imagining like smashing him on his forehead, like a can.
Yeah, like cans, Coke cans.
This one didn't work.
Awesome.
So next week, Beyond Two Souls comes out. I think we'll be chatting about that. Me and Nick are definitely gonna get that. Are you gonna get that, Josh?
Dude, I don't have the money for it. I might because I'm getting my school refund, but other than that,
and
I
don't have the money for it, but I'm still getting it.
It's still worth it. The other game that's also going to be coming out here in a few weeks is the new, I might be mispronouncing the title, Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That
It's Telltale.
Cool. Yeah, we're excited all about that one.
Oh, yeah, we got to play a little bit of it at PAX, and it was a ton of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be writing up a review on that. So, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's nice to be back, guys.
It's nice hearing from you again,
Good
John.
to hear from you.
Yeah.
Missed you.
So this is Bandito John.
No name Josh.
Nick Fury.
Playing GTA 5. Signing off.
That's right. I forgot for a second. That's why there was such a pause there. It's like, whoa, we do this by ourselves now? I didn't know that. That's new.
We're spicing things up. That's how we roll. Yeah. Keep it interesting.
Yeah. Well, we're all signing off, so see you later.
Meow.
See ya. Meow. Did you meow?
Yeah, I did meow.